It's not looking good for Sarah Boone. Her testimony isn't helping her case. Sarah Boone took the life of her boyfriend by keeping him in a suitcase and hitting him with a baseball bat so he couldn't escape. Her testimony: Sarah Boone said she was born in Atlanta, Georgia, and moved to Florida when she was 3 years old. Between the ages 17 and 25, her grandparents and parents had passed away. Sarah got married her first husband, Brian, in 2004 and divorced him in 2007. Sarah had her son Lucas in 2010. Sarah met Jorge after her divorce with Brian, but she lied to Jorge. Her and Brian were still married. Brian eventually said he divorced Sarah because of Jorge and her excessive drinking. Sarah said she got little support from Brian, and that is a lie because Brian paid her phone bill, rent, and $1,000 in alimony each month. The day of the murder. Sarah said she did chores that day because spring cleaning, but after reviewing pictures, the house was still a mess. Sarah then goes to Publix and gets alcohol and starts her daily drinking. Sarah says she spent most of her day on the back porch, smoking and drinking because smoking wasn't allowed in the apartment. This has also been determined as a lie, because there is pictures of ashtrays with cigarette butts inside multiple rooms of the house. Sarah said that her and George drank a whole bottle before they went back inside. Sarah and Jorge begin to play hide and seek. Sarah begins to look for Jorge. At this time, both of them were pretty tipsy and feeling the effects of the alcohol. Sarah found Jorge hiding in a suitcase. Lid closed, but the suitcase was unzipped. Then Sarah admits to zipping the suitcase. She started wheeling him around like she was transporting luggage. Then Sarah flopped the suitcase over with the lid pointed down. This is the recording.
Sarah. Everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Fuck you. Sarah. Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Sarah. I can't fucking breathe, babe. Seriously. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me. Sarah. 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 Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. That's on you. Sarah, I can't breathe. It's on you. Sarah. Real or ransom? Might want to give it for it extra. Because I got this. Sarah. Real or ransom? Sarah. Sarah, I can't breathe, babe. Oh. That's what I feel like when you ching on me. Sarah. Fuck you! Breathe, Sarah. Yeah. You should probably shut the fuck up. Shh.
Yo, Dave be setting the tone though. It's getting spooky out here. Halloween's coming right around the door. Hey, we got Zebbyy in the building. We got DVS, True Crime with Griselda, YouTube Streets Podcast. How y'all doing? What up, Zebster? Welcome back, bro.
What up, bro? Good to be back. What up, chat?
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You kill me with that.
We're gonna be talking about Sarah Boone, man. Sarah Boone, this is crazy. Testifying on herself, admitting a lot of stuff that we didn't know today. Did you learn a lot today, Miss Griselda?
I did. I don't know how. If she had confessed earlier that some of these things, I missed it. But also, I didn't follow this case super close prior to trial.
Interesting. DVS, you've been watching it all day.
Yeah, I have. It's been pretty interesting, man. She's definitely dug herself a hole, man. She's cooked. They're gonna do a barbecue in the ground for her. She's done.
I don't see how her testifying, she thought that that was gonna like help her case.
Well, the lawyer
But
didn't help her out either.
there's more holes in her case than there is in the Swiss cheese that she likes. Like her story just don't add
Bars.
up.
Well, not only that, the lawyer kind of led her in a weird way of like putting herself in a bad position of making it look like this was almost like I guess they're trying to use kind of mental health thing, but like she snapped.
Oh, they're
Like,
trying to use the battered spouse syndrome defense.
Yeah,
That
I
she was
agree with that.
terrified of him.
Exactly.
You agree with it?
No,
He
that's what
agrees
they're
that that's
trying
what
to
they were
use.
trying.
All these little kid games. What's up with her playing, sword fighting and hide and seek?
I just said that
PJ,
before.
what'd you call her? PJ called her a grown toddler today in my comments, and I was dying.
well, I think she has this weird way of trying to get in the psyche um, of George. Like she almost treated him like a child with like art projects and like tasks and programs and like, okay, we're gonna complete this, and I had to think for him. Like she made it seem like he was like she was taking care of him and he was like mentally stagnated in a sense. But it also shows that she was able to control the narrative. You know what I mean? She can control the situation because she definitely, had a mental advantage over him in a sense.
Yeah, see, I gotta find out more about the whole thing. I didn't follow the other trials at all, so I don't know a lot. I just know some from what happened today. I think something about her calling her husband, and this dude was there, so I got a lot to find out.
We're gonna learn more tomorrow with the rest of cross-examination.
Yeah, and the cross-examination is what you want to see. I want to see what they're gonna use from her testimony to make her, pretty much be extra cooked. She's definitely gonna put the nail in the coffin. Um, it's gonna be wild.
Tapped me on my knee and said, "You're it." Up the stairs and hid into our shower, just waiting for him to find me so we could hopefully go to sleep soon at some point. And
Why Sarah Boone look like she drinks so much damn Henny? She got to get what is her alcohol choice? What does she drink?
Wine and vodka, Georgie, I believe, or Smirnoff.
I thought that jail and prison is supposed to preserve you.
She's too stressed. She's already done the damage before. That drinking is not. Listen, it's almost like using dope, man. Your body becomes physically dependent on it. Your liver is shut down. You got to go through special withdrawals so your body doesn't just completely go into shock. Like they have places where you go for like 72 hours and they give you IVs and shit so your shit doesn't like shut down. You know what I mean? Like doctors will tell you if you stop, you'll die.
I know people that stopped and actually passed away like 6 months later because their body was so dependent on it. And it wasn't like they didn't pass away from withdrawals. They just passed away because I guess that was what was just keeping them living.
Yeah, it's like a fuel almost. Like for real, that'd be like it'll keep them going. But once they stop, they'll never be the same. Either they go or they have like whatever underlying condition that was being suppressed from the alcohol, that flares, that comes up. You get the whole thing, the whole shebang with that, and then usually that usually kills you.
Break down the cheese, Griselda. What's the deal with the cheese?
She got shook down on three separate occasions, and I'm just gonna. It's like 86 slices total. So we'll say 90. So we'll say she got caught with 30 slices of cheese each time they shook her down.
That's crazy.
I don't
Cheese
get
is
it.
pretty
I
valuable.
mean,
Cheese is like a thing, man. Cheese is a currency. No pun intended.
Is it coming individually wrapped?
Not at all. It's like the welfare slices. It's
Okay, so I was talking to one of my friends about this, and I was like, okay, but what do you think she was doing with it? And like, don't you think it was getting moldy? And she was like, yeah, so like she would stack them up, and this person doesn't even follow true crime at all. She had no idea what I was talking about. She said, yeah, she was trying to make the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and as it got moldy, it would lean.
Oh my gosh.
I saw Mario.
And I was
Mario
like,
Boone
got
butt
cheese
cheese.
locked up. My fault.
You're good, bro. I'm on a
I can't
delay, so
grasp
you're
the
good.
concept that
I'm
she was just like
on a delay
hoarding
too.
this cheese.
I get it, but I don't know. Like jail, like being in jail and being hungry and having cheese is like a security thing. So like I don't get your joke because I've been there. You know what I mean? So um, I don't know. She probably
What I
maybe
was
she was
thinking
like
about it was getting
cheese gal.
moldy as she was, but
That shit
what?
doesn't mold like that. It doesn't.
Well, DVS, don't. Hey, no, DVS. Okay. Don't you have a DR from when you were in prison of some, not cheese, but what was your, was it, what on the triangle, on the
I had
pyramid did you end up
10
stealing
pounds
there,
of
buddy?
raw meat. 10 pounds of raw meat.
What?
Big pause.
Yeah, they thought I chopped somebody. The officer that threw me on
The
the wall thought I chopped
hamburglar,
somebody.
dude, he's the real hamburglar. I swear to God. He is the
What were
real
you?
hamburglar.
Never mind.
I had
Never
to get it
mind. You
Genghis
back.
know
ain't got
what?
shit
I
on.
hope
I had to get it
I
back,
hope I
man.
never have to find out why.
What do you mean? It was sold. It was a currency. It was I got it from the mess hall. I made my moves. I put it in my net bag, and the only objective of that mission at that particular time was to get back to the house scot free, and then get rid of it, and then I'd have been up on just up, a lot better than what I was.
No, I get that part, but like, how do you? I have so many questions. How do you cook it?
Oh, yo, New York State, you're allowed to
Oh,
cook on frying pans, and we have stovetop
Oh,
flat grills and all that. Shout out to those guys who did the Attica riot, man.
To find where he was. I looked over and I saw him settling himself in the suitcase.
Mark, tell us about.
let's discuss the size of it. It was 28 by 20 by 8.75.
All right, you're gonna have to break that down.
DVS could fit it. DVS, you could fit in there still,
That's
though, right?
small. It's
Have
like
you tried to do?
travel,
Remember, you're gonna
not
do it.
carry on.
Yeah, but did you hear how big how small she said her and her husband were? She said her husband,
He
or I
was
guess boyfriend,
103.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
5'3", 5'3",
Mhm.
103 pounds, and she was 95 pounds.
But still, that thing was like a carry-on luggage size.
Y'all could probably take that and hurl that at you with a body in it, plug. Hit you square in your face.
Man, dude, he
So
was
it
only
was
103 pounds.
No, he
That's
was a
crazy.
skeleton, man. Skeleton. Very small fella.
maybe a week or so prior.
Okay. And so, what y'all were going to donate that to Goodwill, or?
Yes, we were going to do, I guess, a spring cleaning. Anyone who has children understands that they grow quickly, and there was a lot of clothes that I needed to go through.
She threw him down the steps. Wasn't that like something that was out there? She tossed him down the steps or something like that, or dragged him down the steps.
I heard the baseball bat. I didn't hear the steps yet. I don't know if that's gonna. Did she mention that today?
Yeah, the baseball bat. Yeah, she said she was prodding him, like she was
Yeah,
trying to push his
that-
fingers back inside, but that's not.
yeah, it's coming up. That's coming up.
So it'd been down there a week, so it was already down there.
Yes, George brought it down.
Okay. So you said that you got down there, you're looking for him, you see him settling into the suitcase.
Yes. I said, oh man, we're obviously not going to be going to sleep anytime soon. And I walked over and he was trying to get himself flat, so I couldn't tell that he was in there. And George was my height. And
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
Okay.
5'3".
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty short.
And how much did George weigh?
I thought it was 100 pounds.
Okay. And how much did you weigh?
That's a small boy. It's a small boy.
For real.
I was 98 pounds.
Yeah, my teenager son is bigger than that.
Yeah, my son is 9, and he's about to hit 100 pounds. And he's about 5'1".
So
Before you continue real quick, just remember what she says here. How she kind of like rolled her eyes and was like, oh man, I guess we're not going to bed anytime soon, because he was getting into the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
Like she really fucked herself up today.
No, she did, and it seems like she was starting to get irritable. But it, like I said before, it's like she almost orchestrates his time like if he's a child. Like she's on this time management, like kind of. All right, next activity. What are we gonna do? How do I keep you occupied? Like it was raising a child.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
that 15 starting to look good. That 15 starting to look real good for her right now.
Hell yeah!
She's thinking about
15.
that 15.
Did they take it off the table?
It's over. It's a wrap. The jury's picked, man. It's pretty much it's over. The decision is whether they find her guilty or not. It's like there's no backing out. It's not. From my understanding, she's got to figure out what they're gonna say. She's gonna be judged by her peers.
I just I zipped him up. We thought it was funny, and we're joking about how he was, I guess, small enough to fit inside of the suitcase.
That is so wild, bro.
All right. So what happened then?
From there, it was just we were laughing about it, and it was just strange that he was small enough to fit in there, and then
Did you zip him up?
yeah.
Did you? And what was he saying or doing when you were zipping him up?
We just thought it was funny. Now I feel safe, and right now I have the ability to actually speak to you in a manner that normally I would not have the ability to do.
To that point, there's no coming back. If you're that scared, you got to commit all the way. Like you can't just go half-ass. Hear me and hear my love, and then I'm gonna unzip you. It's like if you're really like scared for your life, and you're really going through it, and you're gonna hit this dude with everything. Like she can't do it. She can't she would have to leave him in there, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she screwed up. She was saying how it was funny before and that she was almost annoyed how he was getting in the suitcase, but then said it was zipped already.
But she also fucked
Her
up. And
stories, yeah, it's all
he
messed.
looked at her. She said that he looked at her.
Yeah.
From the suitcase.
Yes,
That was his voice on the video and audio.
yes,
And you heard your voice on the video and audio.
yes.
That was your voice.
And I bet you she didn't shed one tear at all during this whole thing. Am I bugging? I haven't seen anything when it comes to her, what they just said. Did anybody else see her shed a tear today?
No, to be To be fair, the body cam, she was in disarray. She was like, oh my god. She was. I don't know if I seen
That shit was so
tears, but
fake,
it's
bro.
not.
That was super
Nah, bro, I don't agree with that, man. She just, dude, she loved George, bro.
fake. No,
Let's get to the facts, bro. Nah, dude, you can't deny that she didn't love George.
I don't believe it.
Not. Oh, you're naive as fuck, bro.
No,
You
hell
be
no.
watching too many
Listen,
other
I think
channels, bro.
no, definitely not. Listen, man, I believe that she's vindictive and spiteful enough to stick around just to do something like this, man. Because she had more than enough opportunity to leave. And I know all these people, men, women, and everything in between, are gonna say, "Hey, you don't know anything about a abusive relationship." Listen, man. If you really don't want to be part of something, you can get the hell up out of here by any means necessary. Start from the ground up. And I know that sounds harsh, but to keep on going back to the shit, you got to be a part of the sick shit too. You keep on breathing life into it, and that's what you kept on doing. Like it was a weird, toxic relationship, and usually alcoholics have these relationships with one another because there's no real boundaries set. So it's like, but come on, man, she could have got away a few times, and she decided not to. She decided to go back and play this dumbass game. And you could tell it's a game because she plays the game with her ex-husband too. She runs to him like he's daddy in a sense, in a weird way.
But
Like
she don't love her ex-husband. She don't. She even said she didn't love her ex-husband.
why she keep
She
on running
loved
back? She
George,
calls
bro.
him. You listen. She calls him for every situation she's in. Listen, I feel like this is a vindictive kind of thing because when George was allegedly drunk, he stabbed her, acting like they were sword fight. Well, not acting like they were sword fight. He stabbed her in the leg. Whether he misjudged it or miscalculated the thrust or depth or whatever, uh, you know, he almost let her bleed out. And she was feeling some type of way, and she had to call her ex. And then when she called her ex, he came and saved her and brought her to the hospital and all that. But you could tell when she was explaining the story, it was almost like the same kind of thing that happened to her, she did to him in that suitcase. It's like, gotcha. We thought you want to have one up on me. I got it. I'm gonna have the last laugh. I don't know. I feel like that was something that was door was open for them.
Yes.
All those things said by the man were said by George in that 2-minute video.
Correct.
A lot in the video that she just talked about wasn't in the video.
I do not.
That don't make sense.
So, from what you can tell from watching it, did that refresh your memory about that event?
It did.
What's up with that smirk on her fucking face?
The nervous tick that she has. She's always looking at somebody that's like over here by the camera. She's always like smiling. I wonder if phone calls from prison can get her phone calls. See what she's talking about. Kind of weird sadistic shit she's got going on.
Who do you think she's calling?
I have no idea, but maybe her lover's sitting in the stands right there. You see that little grin, smirk, smile, whatever that is. And not
Hey,
for
that
nothing.
shit that y'all used to make it. Hey, that stuff y'all used to make in prison, right? With the alcohol or whatever.
Hooch, man, hooch,
Yeah.
hooch. It's usually you can get to do it with potatoes, or you can do it with a whole bunch of oranges, apples, sugar, stuff like that. Man, dudes get wrecked. I'm talking about wrecked. But it's usually only in New York State dudes only do that New Year's and Christmas and stuff. It's not like you're not gonna see just dudes belligerently walking around drunk. That shit is a no. Police will hem your ass up and send your ass to the hooscow real quick.
She's mooching it.
Well, they're doing this too. This is a tactic they use so the jury can actually see. So it's like they're airing her ass out to see how well she drives.
You may proceed.
All right, I'm talking about just the 2-minute video part that was recorded. Could you just tell the jury what you were feeling, what your feelings were at the time, and then explain that to the jury? You mentioned, you talked about it before. You said he was in that confined space and it was my chance. But do you want to elaborate on that? Or?
Sure. I want you all to know that the majority of the time, am always afraid and always scared.
All right. Well, I understand this.
That's not true, or they wouldn't be playing these stupid games.
So that's the thing. For her to be able to direct him with these tasks and programs that she set forth, it shows that she was able to diabolically create the I guess the program for this to fit in. You know what I mean? Because it seems like she was able to take his mind away, and he had like an attention problem, like almost like a child with these arts and crafts and hide and seeks and sword fighting and all that wild shit. So it seems like he had like almost like maybe a delay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he was high functioning or something.
But would it be fair to say that you had some anger at that point?
I did.
Would it be fair to say that you wanted to tell him off to some degree?
I just wanted, yes, for him to have a better understanding, which was the whole point of the videos and documentation prior.
And you could tell that he was uncomfortable.
I'm guessing.
And did you want him
Whoa.
to feel some uncomfort?
I did.
Okay.
Oh no.
Now, at some point,
That's what I mean, plug. She turned into a predator. She snaps. Like,
you turned off the video.
Yes.
And then we saw a second video, which was approximately 11 minutes later. And you've seen that video that was played to the jury. It was 22 seconds long.
Yes.
And I don't think you speak in that video. You hear George say Sarah one time.
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So between the 2-minute video and the 22-second video is an 11-minute period. Would you tell the jury what happened?
We continued to, I guess, speak to one another, and his tone changed, and I knew the tone, and we ended up, I guess, arguing back and forth with one another. And
through a fucking suitcase. Yeah, lady, get me the fuck out of here. Let me the fuck out, bro. Yeah, my fucking tone is gonna change. What do you think is gonna be sweet butterflies and please, baby, get me out of here. Fucking claustrophobia setting in, shit getting wild, compression, all kinds of wild shit sets in. Yeah, what do you thought? Yeah, come on, man. Any one of us would change our tone. Are you serious?
I thought she passed out because she was drunk. Like that was the whole story. Like, and then that's where it made me feel bad for her. If she passed out, her whole plan was to let him out. The intentions was to let him out. The intentions was him not to die. But all this evidence that's coming out, this bitch is evil, bro. It's just
She is evil. She's about to get into some hardcore shit, man. She goes upstairs with the deaf and blind dog and goes right this. And she calls her husband before she goes to sleep, her ex-husband. And then she goes to sleep. She wakes up the next day around 12, and then she takes him out of the suitcase and tries to perform CPR. Now, mind you, rigor mortis sets in 2 to 6 hours after you're dead. So she had to stiffen his ass out like an ironing board to perform all this crazy theatrical stunt pulling shit to make it look like she really cared. This is just me though.
You ever been in a toxic relationship
I have.
where it got violent with domestic?
Yeah, I've been yeah. Hands have been put on and wild shit, bro.
Was she hitting on you? Are you okay, DBS? Blink
I had
your
a black
avatar
eye.
twice if you need help.
I had a black eye a few times, you know what I'm saying? A lot of emotional abuse, you know what I mean? It's hardcore shit, bro.
Blink like Sarah Boone is right now if you need me.
That's Morse code, brother. That's something else. She's got Morse
But you know
code.
what I'm saying. Zebby, you been in a toxic relationship?
Toxic, yeah. Abusive, no.
Toxic is kind of abusive. Whether it's physical or emotional or mental, it's all abusive. And all three of those combined is wild shit. I'm telling you, it's wild. Like, this has got a formula of all three.
Yeah, it definitely does.
we continued to push on the suitcase, and my fear was that he was going to break out of the suitcase knowing that it was a broken suitcase.
Now, mind you, he's a very small man. But this is where it gets wild. This is how I envision. He's trying to get his fingers out the little zipper, and she sees those fingers coming out.
Suitcase, and his hand started to come through. His hand started to come through this way, and So I shook the suitcase. Trying to get his hand to go back in, shaking it, and telling him that, please stop doing this. Please stop doing this to me. Please stop doing this to me.
So his hand actually got out of the suitcase.
Yes.
And you went to the suitcase.
Yes.
And shook it.
Yes.
Did that force his hand to go back in?
No.
So you're shaking.
No. So that was a scary ass no, bro.
It. Were you shaking it to try to get the suitcase, his hand back in?
Yes.
How long did you shake it?
I don't know.
But his hand was still out.
Yes.
Was he trying to get out?
Forcefully, yes.
Was he angry at you?
Yes.
Were you in fear?
Always.
Gotten out of the suitcase. What would he have done to you?
Like he used to tell me, he probably would have made me unrecognizable, or I would have lost my life.
How far was the bat from the suitcase?
3 feet, 2 feet.
Was his hand still out of the suitcase?
Yes.
And was he getting out of the suitcase?
He very much was trying, yes.
And so what did you do?
For the split-second reaction that I had, I happened to see that, and I grabbed the baseball bat and was trying to poke his hand to go back in to, please don't break through, please. So I hit his hand.
What did you hit? The outside part of his hand.
Yes.
We've seen the photographs of his left hand. Did you cause the bruising there?
I'm guessing yes.
Hypothetically, George gets out of the suitcase, DBS. 9 times out of 10, he just goes to bed.
Nah, he's gonna beat her ass. Just being real. Think about all that. Think of what she just did. She's committed already. Once she zipped his ass up, bro, it was a wrap. She committed. And I think she knew it too. I think she knew that she could not let him out that suitcase. Once she zipped him up, she zipped him up, bro.
So if we get the other end, we're looking at a different case. You know, I just think she should have stuck to 15. I mean, she had 5 more fucking years to do, and then I think she wants to do a podcast. That's why she's doing all this shit. She wants to do a fucking podcast. What?
She's gonna be so fried by the time she gets out, bro. Listen. What's the max on this if she's found guilty?
Hey, she's that one lady on Deal or No Deal that, when the call goes up to the guy up at the top, and she's got like $1 million in her case, and then she has like 2 cases left, and she's like, instead of taking her case, she actually switched the cases, and she has to get fired. This is what type of shit Sarah Boone does. That type of shit. She couldn't be on Deal or No Deal. She'd be a horrible contestant.
Yeah, she doesn't get it. So people are saying that she can only get 22 and a half years. I'm seeing 22. She can get life. I don't know.
Minimum 22, max life. Okay.
Even so, 15 is not a shabby deal, man. Come on. Be home at 7. You already did 5. Come on.
Yeah, she fucked up not taking that.
Do the video and the couch.
I did, yes.
And we saw the second video,
Yes.
the 22 second, and he's right side up again.
Yes. Not.
She's got a lot of training, right? PR training. She keeps on looking at those jurors every time she wants to feel like, I'm going to convince them with some staring gaze. I don't believe it though, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I would hate to be a juror and have to do. I always got out of jury duty. We'll get into that too. Ways to get out of jury duty. There's multiple ways to do that, but I don't know, bro. I couldn't do this shit. I couldn't do it. Because right now she's innocent, bro, until proven guilty.
Man, she said way too much already, man. The story and the narrative that her defense has pushed has not made her look good in any light at all way possible. I don't care if you try to do it on a domestic, the battered spouse syndrome or whatever you want to call it, or circumstances, whatever. It doesn't look good on her because it shows there's certain things that she definitely could have stepped back. She could have, took control of the situation. She shows that she had some sort of control over his mental, right? Because to keep him occupied and tasked ready, she had, a half-ass itinerary ready for him and ready to keep him occupied. You know what I'm saying? You heard the way she said it. Oh, we'd be up all night playing this game, and I want to go to bed. So she was already treating him as if like he was a goddamn child. So she had more than plenty of opportunities to get the fuck up out of there, bro.
Now, Zebby, is it a conflict of interest if this judge has already, covered or her brother had to face this judge already? Is that a conflict of interest? It's only her brother though. People say it's not, but I don't know. It's just kind of crazy. It's a hell of a coincidence. Well, not really. They're, the same county or whatever.
I don't think it could be considered a conflict of interest because the judge, well, the judge isn't the one that finds you guilty or not. He or she does impose the sentence though, so, but they do have guidelines. So I don't know. That's a weird one.
Yeah, for reference, y'all, I have a short. We have a short on YouTube Streets in the shorts of that whole thing right there. That we were just. It was just a question. It was on Reddit, the Reddit cases we follow. Salute to everybody there too. Her to do 10 flat, boom, and she would have done whatever the percentages, right? But now that she's done time served, right, and then they offered her 15, she was gonna do 5. So she got a better deal the second time technically, but the first one she probably should have took in all reality because either way she's gonna do 10. Now she's just stupid, bro. She could tell she hasn't had to watch. She goes through this and then she does it again. She's gonna know, yeah, give me a sweet deal like DBS was talking about. DBS said he only takes shit to trial that he knows he's not guilty for.
Yeah, that's a fact. If I know I'm not guilty, I'm going to trial. If I'm guilty, what's that deal? Yeah, that's what you're offering. Let me see if I can get it. It's like a bargain. It's like let's see what we can work out. You know
Well,
what I'm
what if
saying?
you got what if you got co-defendants though?
Then you
Because
got
I
to go
think
to
you said this
trial. Then
before.
you got to go to trial,
Then you got to
man.
go to trial either way. You got to go to trial either way, right?
Got to go to trial, man. Unless if they come at a plea with all of us and we're all willing to take it, then that's something different. But if they can't do that because it's not they're gonna happen that way. It's not offered in that scenario. We all go to trial.
Didn't you say Sarah Boone reminded you of your mother?
No, I never said that. Most alcoholics are the same, but they're on the draw, man. They're off the hip. A lot of times, man, they're so good at covering that shit up, man. They're some of the best fucking actors you'll ever meet, bro. I bullshit you not.
All right, so the chat is debating on her being innocent or not, that there's more evidence that we have to see. How would you feel if this was your mother? Because she has 911 what was it, 911 calls and hospital records, I think I saw. She has 911 and emergency room proof to back up all her abuse claims. What if this was your mom? So now
I love that. Who said that? Where I can't find that? Where's that at?
that was Mike O'Mara.
Oh, Mike O'Mara. That's an OG too. Where's he at? Where's
Yeah.
Mike O'Mara at? Oh shit, Michael Mara. He said she has 911 emergency room proof to back it all. Her abuse claims What if this was your mom?
This kind of brings me to my other question that I had. I believe I read that she brought the suitcase outside and left him outside all night and then woke up and found him the next morning. Is that the case? That's what happened?
No, so I reported that one time and they said that was wrong. She
Yeah,
just
that's
left it there.
absolutely wrong. Yeah, downstairs. She just
Yeah,
left.
In the house?
yeah, that was
Yeah, in the house. In the house.
yeah.
Okay.
In
And
the
then
living room.
my other thing is, and this is all just, questions, because like I said, I really don't know much about this case at all. I haven't followed anything. She's in Florida. They have like the best self-defense laws. So I just don't understand how she
Yeah,
wouldn't
but she
like
don't know her
do
ass.
anything else.
She don't know her ass from her elbow, bro. She don't know anything about that stand your ground shit in Florida. Is she even from Florida? She don't remind me of. I mean, listen, I'm from Florida, and I get Florida vibes from Florida people. You know what I'm saying? She don't look like a Florida person to me. I don't know, but maybe she is.
She definitely could have forgot him.
She's not playing with a full deck.
She's not. She's definitely not.
Oh no, hey, you could tell, yeah.
Yeah, those glitches and twitches, man, got the hamster is all over the place, man. That shit is on the wheel, off the wheel, on a different wheel. That shit is a lot going on in that beautiful mind of hers.
Miss Sarah Boone, you said that when he was in the suitcase, he was threatening you. Can you tell the jury?
And he's just reading off of that paper, man. He's just going with the flow. Just going with the formula.
Yeah, he slipped up and said threatening her.
Yeah, he's just reading
Yeah,
off.
he's just reading his notes.
What he was saying.
Let me ask y'all something real quick. Why does cases like this all of a sudden get clout?
It's insulting, really, to just in general. Like when you first hear about this and the way it played out, the whole suitcase thing, it's like how the fuck, and how are you even trying to like blame this on Hines? You know what I mean? It's one of them things that are just like, holy shit, what is that?
Yeah, I think it's the same as somebody blowing up as a streamer or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I think if the story goes viral, it ends up the news covers it, and that's just the way social media is these days.
Yeah, it's got to have that punch, though. It's
And
got to pack that punch.
that's crazy. In the court right now, like that's why she was just smirking. That's her airtime. That's her stream. That's her Kai Sinet in the fucking room type shit we're just seeing right here. That's crazy. That's what Wade Wilson was doing too, the same shit. But he wasn't doing so much twitching with his mouth like she is. You know, she's on that what you call it, mooch for the gooch?
Well, right now she's on the hot seat, bro. Think about where she's at right now. She's sitting on the stand where she's got 12 people that's judging whether she's not. She's
Yeah,
gonna
Wade
be
didn't take the
guilty or not.
stand.
Yeah, she's taking a stand right now. And these moments of silence and pauses, it only helps the state attorney. You know what I mean? The DA, because it kind of shows they want to see how long she can keep it up for. You know what I mean? And those moments of time of silence and awkwardness, there's some things that you just can't hide. And those are the things that she's showing now. And those are the things that they want to expose to the jury and us as well, if you get what I'm saying.
Of one of the videos, I think I heard them say that there was a couple times she recorded him in the suitcase.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the body cam of when George was arrested for the domestic violence with Sarah Boone. They actually have body cam showing when he was in a squad car. Waiting.
Yeah, he didn't look 103 pounds there. He looked bigger than that. Listen, the camera doesn't add 10 pounds only. Come on,
camera
bro.
camera adds about 20 pounds, man.
He was going to fucking end me, and it.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a window, 2 window periods where she said these things took place that she doesn't have recordings of. but her temperature changes. Like it's an up and down. Like what's on the recording and what she's saying happened is totally two different. You know what I mean? Like kind of behaviors. So it's like, damn, it's like her word against, you know, nobody's because nobody else can say anything different. Forget, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After you called your ex-husband, what happened after that?
I ended up falling asleep.
Okay.
One thing is, what is it that she spoke to her ex-husband about? Because she's talking about she was making plans for tomorrow about picking up her son, but you got your man George downstairs in a suitcase, battered and beaten, and you telling me that you ain't mentioned this to your ex-husband, that you call for everything, and you didn't mention not just a little hint of, yo, I might have fucked up, and this dude is down there, and he's not gonna make it. I'm just saying.
No empathy. And we even talked about it earlier. She takes the suitcase out of the place and goes somewhere else. We're looking at a different case. Like, it's not a crime of passion at that point. It's like, oh, you try to get rid of the body.
Do you remember waking up the next morning?
Yes,
Did you sleep in?
not intentionally.
Okay. But you didn't get up at 8 o'clock, did you?
No,
Did you wake up closer to noon?
I believe so. Yes.
Did you check the time?
No.
Now, did you hear your phone ringing?
Yes, my phone.
And did you answer it right away?
No.
Do you know approximately how many times it rang before you answered it?
I believe the call was about 3 times.
Did you know who was calling?
I figured it was my ex-husband.
And why would he be calling?
Wait, wait a minute. This is her freaking lawyer questioning her this whole time?
Yeah, bro. This is her
Yeah.
No
lawyer.
way.
Yeah.
No
Yes.
way. I'm done.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Y'all have a good night, bro. I did not know that. I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm
The
out.
cross-examination is tomorrow, bro. The actual DA for the state is going to cross-examine her tomorrow. That's the best part of this. You follow what's happening now, and then tomorrow you see how they're going to really
Bro,
roast her
she
ass.
could represent herself better than this. What is he doing? He's trying to
It's working.
dude, he's
Yeah.
fucking her up. Bro, he's
Yeah.
cooking her. Her own lawyer is cooking her. This is embarrassing. I thought what? What the fuck?
It's bad.
That's why they're not objecting to anything, because she's doing it. I guess they're both doing a great job at making a case for the state.
Yeah, they are. They're like, yo, they're made for each other, and he's feeding into her bullshit, just letting her like feel like she's the victim here, but she's cooking, man. She's cooking. She's cooking herself, man. Ooh.
And
What color was it?
what color was he?
Yes.
He was purple.
I can't take this bitch seriously.
This is what I'm saying, bro. After come on, you find your lover blue, and rigor mortis is set in, and you're gonna perform CPR for reals.
Person I found passed away is my mother-in-law, bro. Not my mother-in-law, my grandmother-in-law. When she already had rigor mortis. There was. I still try to do it though. I tried to do it. She tried, and multiple people try to do it. You still got to do it. Even the people that come in to do first responders, they're still doing it.
Not when
You
rigor
still got to
mortis is
do it,
set in
bro.
and you're blue, bro.
Bro, I actually
Purple.
picked her up. I put her back on the bed, and she already her everything already went through. I was a vet tech too, so when you pass away, all your
Your
all your stuff
bowels.
comes out.
You lose your
Yes.
controls of your facilities. Yeah, yeah.
The large, we call them handles, of vodka, which is the big bottle. And sometimes he would.
That's what my mother used to drink every day, bro. 2 of those.
Dude, why you keep doing this? Zebby, why does he keep doing this? Why do you keep pausing it on the way? Dude,
2.5
what the heck?
gallons.
It's like Franklin.
Which is a whole gallon, but them things, man. Ooh, they drink that shit like water, bro. With ice, oh man, they can't get enough of that.
Oh,
shit.
you were an alcoholic at one time. I didn't know that.
What the hell are you talking about? Never in my life. You better watch your mouth, plug. Where you get your information from, man? Who you mixing me up with? Who you know that had some kind of alcoholic issue?
I know Jerry from New York that was in AA meetings with you. That's all I know.
Yo, you better stop telling these bullshit stories, man.
Finish that all off.
Well, you
on
talked
his
about
own
doing all
throughout
these.
an entire period.
So you used to go get the big bottles, huh?
I said my mother.
Sarah Boone bottles.
Whoa, I said my mother. That's what I said.
That's what you also said before. Sarah Boone reminds you of your mother. You just proved my point right there. That's a callback from earlier.
You knew what you were doing earlier. You did it in a way where you were aiming it at from a different angle. Don't play with me, plug.
No, there's two different angles, but one of the angles is right there, right in front of your face, bro. The drinking. That's one of the things, but we'll get to it.
So all this is from prior cases dealing with the domestic violence with George. This is all the bruises that he left on her and she acquired over time throughout every time that she had an altercation with him.
Okay. There be a third person involved with this.
Well, the only person that I can think of would be the husband. She did call him that night and then prior to when she opened the suitcase that morning. So I don't know. There's just she kind of put him in the bullshit.
Did you take a shot?
Yes.
Here's a lid. Yeah, bro. So this is the back patio of the dog?
Yes.
Thought you tell these niggas shut the fuck up.
I got drunk and locked myself inside a suitcase. I was looking for the goddamn toothpaste. Sarah Boone is my first mate. That's my first mistake. Yeah, this life she take. We was both so tipsy. I was screaming out, baby, unzip me, yeah, yeah. She was saying, please don't hit me. Baby, I can't breathe, baby, I can't breathe. You could've let me out, you were just sitting there, drinking on another beer. Yeah, you ain't never cared. Even all these lawyers trying to see the real you. Think about the shit, bitch, I could've killed you, but I didn't. Drunk emotions that I only felt for a minute. I didn't mean to hurt you, baby, I just wanna hit it. But I would never kill you or take you out the picture. I packed myself to heaven and you was the one delivered. Let's talk about the Sarah with the messed up liver. Let's talk about the Sarah that is a bad sister. Let's talk about the Sarah that be staying so spoiled. This why she can't keep a man or a damn lawyer. I got drunk and locked myself inside a suitcase. I was looking for the goddamn toothpaste. Sarah Boone is my first mate. That's my first mistake.
YouTube streets.
Yeah, this life she take. We was both so tipsy. I was screaming out, baby, unzip me, yeah, yeah. She was saying, please don't hit me. Baby, I can't breathe, baby, I can't breathe.
Sarah Boone is regretting not taking the 15 years she was offered. She would have served around 5 more years with time already served. Sarah Boone is cooked.